And you have had, like you said, you had the support from your family. How was that whole process?
Yes, I love my family so much. Like, my mom and my dad. My dad is actually my co-manager, and they support me so much, and I'm so so blessed and so lucky. They always look at me and they're like, Alexa, whatever you want to do, whatever your heart desires, we're behind you 100%. So I'm so so lucky to have them.
Now, what's one of your favorite family memories? It could be a sibling thing, it could be a mom and dad thing, cousins stuff. Like, I need to know the details all the way back to when you were a child. Come on.
Well, actually, I could tell you one of my mom's favorite memories that makes me laugh all the time. I remember when I was 4, it was my first trip, we all went to Disney World. But I was hysterically crying the whole time because I was afraid of all the costumes. So my mom felt so bad. But if you look at all the pictures back, every picture I have like a crying face in it. And it's so embarrassing. But every time I look at those pictures, it honestly is one of my favorite memories because I was like, oh my god, I was such a weird kid. Like I was afraid of costumes. But that was probably one of like my most favorite memories, I have to say.
Talking about Disney, that reminds me when I went to Disney the first time, my little brother, he made hate that I'm telling you this, but we couldn't go anywhere, and I missed a couple rides because he would be in the dinosaur thing, and then we got kicked out because he decided to pee in the dinosaur thing.
Pee?
Yeah, he was like 2.
Oh god, we gotta have a talk with him about
right? I'm just like Joe. So ever since then, no Disney. No.
Yeah.
Too scared.
We'll maybe have to do another trip, but maybe we won't take our brothers.
Yeah, maybe we'll just go ourselves.
Maybe we'll just go ourselves.
No moms, no dads, no one
just
else. Now, what advice do you have towards other artists that are trying to break it into the industry, create songs, and produce by themselves as well?
Definitely, just to be yourself. And I always say this, to my mom and dad. That's what I love about my music. Like, I don't try to compete with anyone else. I just really write what I'm feeling. So that would be my biggest advice, just write whatever you're feeling. Like, if something upsets you that day, write it down on paper because it could turn into an amazing song. And, not to overthink yourself, because I realized every time I overthink myself, that's when it just goes the wrong way. Just have faith in yourself and, just literally whatever you're feeling, just write it down and everything should work out.
Okay, what was your first song ever about?
Let me think. Honestly, it's really embarrassing. I remember my first song was the song that I wrote. It was called Glow in the Dark.
Okay.
And it was a song that I wrote, I must have been like 13, and basically like saying like how I'm shining and like I don't care about this guy and like whatever. A lot of my songs you'll realize are about guys and people are going to be like, oh god, she's another Taylor Swift. But no, like
Hey, but if they're great songs and great messages, then who cares?
But yeah, that's why, so that song was my first one. Ever since then, I coped with that. So every time I was, upset about something, we've all been there, girls, when you meet a guy and he ends up being a jerk, you just want to...
Like every time?
Mm-hmm, yeah. We've all been there, trust me. So, and that's why I would always, write it down, and it would turn into a song, and I kind of got used to that. And, after the song was done, it was kind of my closure, and I left everything on the song, and that's how I do it from now on.